Welcome to the Wearable Learning Cloud Platform tutorial series. In this video, we will learn about how to start and end game instances in the WLCP using the Game Manager mode. Feel free to log into the WLCP and follow along with me as you watch this tutorial. But first, we need to learn a little bit more about game instances. So what is a game instance? Simply put, a game instance is a single occurrence of playing a game. Let's use the metaphor of a board game, say Candyland. Each time you set up the pieces to play Candyland, you are starting a new game instance. Then, you play the game for a while, and when you are done, you take down the pieces, putting them away. That ends the game instance of Candyland. Let's walk through a scenario to better understand what this looks like. Let's say there's a group of kids, and they want to play Candyland. So they set up the board game pieces, effectively starting their game instance. And let's say there's another group of kids that also want to play Candyland. So they set up their own pieces and start their own game instance. Now we have two game instances running simultaneously. Let's say the first group of kids have been playing for a while and now they're done playing the game. So they'll take the pieces down and put them away, ending their game instance. Now the second group has reached the end of the game, but they want to restart the game and play again. You cannot restart a game instance. So instead, the kids will take down the pieces, ending their game instance, and then they will set up the pieces again, starting another game instance. The game manager is in charge of starting and ending game instances so players can play. For this reason, it's important to understand how a game instance works. Now that we know about game instances, let's look at how to use the WLCP to manage them. So after logging in with our username and password, we are taken to the mode selection screen, and we're going to choose Game Manager. We're brought to the screen that looks like this, where we can see all the game instances currently running in the WLCP. To create a game instance, click the green plus sign at the bottom of the page. In the pop-up box, we'll select the game we want to start from the drop-down menu. I'll start an instance of a game called Demo Game, then click Start. You'll see that your game now appears at the end of the list of game instances. Let's pause here to talk about the game pin. Notice that each game instance has a number in the top right corner. This number is the game pin. A game pin is a unique identifying number for a game instance. We can see that the game pin for my instance is 67. But each new game instance will have a new game pin. The game pin is used to ensure that players join the correct game instance. As a game manager, you need to tell your players the game pin before they play the game so they can enter the correct number when prompted. As I mentioned earlier, each game instance can only be played once, so after you're done using a game instance, you should delete it. To delete a game instance, hit the red pencil button at the bottom of the page. You'll see that now X's appear at the top left corner of each of the game instances. If I want to delete my instance of the demo game, I'll go and click the X at the top of my instance. A pop-up window will appear to confirm that I want to delete my game instance. I'll click OK. And now you can see that the game instance has disappeared from the screen and is deleted. Clicking the red pen again will hide the X's. And this is the Game Manager in a nutshell. In this tutorial, you learned about game instances and game pins. Then you learned how to create and delete your own game instances. Now you can try it out for yourself or watch another tutorial to learn more about the WLCP.